You've been quiet. That's what I use in my other league now, ball. Being irritated.
You see what happens already. Leave home, leave
But I'm just shocked
that Dan Marino. You should. I was hoping you had a J Rav, man, not Dan Marino.
I still don't want to give me J Rav. You can tell.
Really?
No, but he
is.
He's not acting, but like he don't want me to have his players.
No, but I told you, J Rev, if you stop being so nice, did they go to you when they asked to recruit all of us to their league? Did they ask Ben, hey, can I? Oh, well, I don't care. I'm not doing that way. Bring him on here.
So wait, hold on, Kyle, wait, Ben, what did he say though?
Like I asked her like last week. I was like, yo, Phil, can you? Because I've been trying to see the league.
Make sure your voice out. I'm out of stream. But I don't care what people got to say about me, because anything y'all got to say, y'all can say to my face or behind my back. But
between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's my thing is they try to protect these people, but they forgot that at one point they needed crew members just to fill up their league at the end of the day. That's what they forget, and that's what.
To throw on second down is Darnold. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before the.
Well, the league is dead. You don't just stop. You don't just stop a league. Let me turn my mic off. I say something to people I don't feel like. Hold on one second.
Package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And his throw here is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
81.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Sunday. Go, go.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They run it here with Thompson. He's to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. 81, 81.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. For the left side, it's complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Darnold on third down. Escaping the pressure, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on one play of this first quarter. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Look at the spin.
Balance. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd down, here's Geis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now we're going to be called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. A shotgun snap for Darnold. The pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And a throw right sideline is complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Darnold. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now it's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. He's got Thompson here, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down. 44 yards. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, fighting off the defender. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Great 15, great 15. Great 15, great 15.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
81, 81. There we go.
Wentz to throw again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And a kick by. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defense to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Steps away, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Patriot!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Darnold going up top, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Darnold. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Again, Darnold. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He gives it to Humphries. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Working from the gun, Wentz.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Darnold. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, Darnold. Completes it to Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Black.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We're good. Black.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into...
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Darnold wants to throw the football toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Darnold, throw left side, complete. That's Thompson. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Darnold. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 4th down, Darnold. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He's back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end.